Thank you. Oh, let me go back. So I'm going to introduce, we're just going to have a quick little interlude from one of our participants in Pointer, Phyllis Jones. Why don't you come up, Phyllis? She has a few words to say about her experience.
First of all, I want to say that I'm getting my check mark. I'm here, I'm doing this. Hi, I am Phyllis Jones. To be here today as a participant, a witness, and now a voice is more meaningful than I can put into words. I want to begin by telling you about the version of me that I now call Phyllis BP, before Pointer. Looking back at that time in my life, I hardly recognized myself. I had spent years eating the standard American diet. I almost never exercised, and honestly, I was neglecting my health. Then life began to pile on. A layoff after 28 years at a job I loved, the death of my mother following her 8.5-year battle with dementia, the isolation of the pandemic, and the loss of other close loved ones. At the same time, I had started a new job in a toxic work environment. The workplace stress became so intense, it resulted in a panic attack, complete with physical symptoms and a trip to the ER. I was out of shape, I wasn't sleeping, and I had become emotionally numb. My family and friends noticed too. I was circling the drain, and I felt it. Then I found out about the U.S. Pointer study, a lifestyle intervention trial focused on preventing cognitive decline. The qualifications felt custom tailored to me. I ticked all the boxes, probably more than I'd like to admit. They found plenty of room for improvement in my numbers and in my lifestyle, so I got called to proceed to the next phase in the selection process. That call may very well have been my lifeline. A full 2-year commitment. I was randomized into the structured group. We spent the first 4 months slowly learning and integrating the study's 4 core lifestyle pillars. The support was constant and personal, and because I saw it as an answered prayer, I gave it everything I had. Now, let's talk about what I gained and lost by being fully immersed in this experience. I gained a new lease on life. I'm no longer just waiting for life to pass. I am enjoying the ride. I gained a sense of control over my health future, especially when it comes to diseases linked to metabolic health. I gained the power to break the generational cycle of dementia in my family. I gained a community and a purpose to give hope to others. And I gained a network of incredible people, friends, mentors, and fellow advocates. But full transparency here, because I also experienced some significant personal losses from being totally engaged in the study. I lost the title of pre-diabetic. My A1C finally made it to the normal range. I lost the threat of being put on statins because I found my cholesterol under control. And although this was not a weight loss study, I lost 30 pounds. And a foot. Actually, it was 11 and a half inches around my waistline. I lost chronic joint pain, and with it, the occasional need for knee and ankle stabilizers. And most importantly, I lost the belief that decline and pain are all just normal parts of aging. Some may ask, was it hard to commit? And that's a great question. The hardest part was deciding I was worth the effort. Once I embraced the structure, everything else followed. This journey has changed me, and I'm just getting started. Because when I learned that dementia affects the Black community at twice the rate of my white counterpart, I knew this could no longer be just my story. I visited one of my uncles to share what I had been doing, And his response, well, when are you going to start your workshop? Is when you learn something this positive or this powerful, you must share it. And that brings me to who I am today. I'm Phyllis AP, after Pointer. I'm energized, I'm living with purpose, and I'm doing everything I can to reach those who may be feeling what I once felt, hopeless, afraid, and alone, because there is hope. And while participating in the U.S. Pointer Study, I learned that it's found in small, consistent changes and in communities that lift each other up. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that, Phyllis, and thank you, Laura, for that overview of Pointer. It is so exciting to see, and thank you for sharing. Now we will